How is up, everybody? Choopy Choosy here, back in the clack. You know, there are tons of guides for Fire Emblem 3 houses online right now regarding the subject of student recruitment. Most are filled with misinformation and speculation, and are seemingly put together more so to draw in clicks from 3 houses hype rather than to actually guide people. So I thought I'd make this little tutorial here to help anyone who doesn't care about the logistics and just wants to recruit a student to their house as fast as possible with a 100% success rate. Forward before we start, while it is possible to get every recruitable unit in just one run, I highly recommend against it for your first playthrough. If you're dead set on the idea, just know that this task becomes much more plausible on subsequent playthroughs. And besides, the 8 students you start off with will be honestly all you need to get through this game. And with that, let's get right into it. So this game tries really hard to convince you that the only way to properly recruit a unit is by hitting certain skill and stat thresholds with Byleth that the recruitee has an affinity for. And sure, you could do that. In fact, I made this handy-dandy chart to showcase every student's base requirements. Feel free to screenshot and use this chart for yourself, or maybe even share this entire video with someone who you know would appreciate the heads up on how to. But honestly, grinding out skill and stat levels on Byleth that may not even be beneficial to your team's synergy or long-term growth just so you can recruit one unit is for the dogs. Most likely, it's going to interfere with the way you want to build your Byleth, so let's dump this convoluted mess in the trash, shall we? The absolute fastest and most surefire method to recruiting any character is to simply attain a B rank support with them. But how do you raise support with a unit that isn't even in your house? Well, there are multiple ways to do this. The most resource-effective way is asking the target student for mission assistance in your next battle. This will enable you to use that unit as sort of a temporary draft. Once in battle, strategize your setups around feeding assists and kills to Byleth while your draft is within 2 tiles of Byleth, and you'll gain support ranks in no time. Your draft is also free to participate in combat, but keep in mind, they won't be acquiring any XP for mission assistance. Building support outside of battle is another great supplemental option. Returning lost items scattered around the monastery and giving gifts will build support affinity between you and the student. Certain gifts are more effective than others depending on the unit, but if you're sniping for just one specific unit or two, I'd say don't worry about their affinity and just spoil them rotten with everything in your inventory. Utilize the greenhouse every session you explore the monastery. It will not only give you tons of gifts to give your potential housemate, but it will also often give you permanent consumable stat boosters along with raising your overall professor rank. I also recommend that if you have an amiibo, any amiibo, you should go to the aptly named Amiibo Gazebo and reap the benefits of your gimmicky plastic tat. I used my Pikmin amiibo once, and now I'm fed about 6 free items every monastery session, many of which can be given as gifts to further your recruitment agenda. You're also able to build support by performing activities with that unit within the exploration phase. Activities such as choir practice and eating meals with students will effectively build support between yourself and the other units. While these come at the cost of your activity meter, they're great because they'll also raise your professor level, granting you more options and greater returns during your explore sessions. Now here's the important part. Once you get a student to be support, he or she will randomly ask to join your house during the weekday phase, regardless of Byleth's weapon skills or stats. This is conveniently one of the only RNG-based aspects of the game you will be able to save scum. Unlike competency exams, you can create a save file right before a week phase, Monday through Friday, and keep reloading until the proposal to join your house is triggered. The rate of this request triggering after a B rank support seems to be about 20%, so keep trying and be diligent, they'll succumb to your scum, eventually. And that's it, guys, pretty simple. Hopefully you all recruit Ignatz, he's such a sweet boy. I hope you enjoyed the guide. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, y'all, stay frothy.